Please say that now. Sci-fi mamacita.
Now I say, what's up, party people? Welcome to the Galactic Cafe. It's Thursday, December 19th. How's everybody doing today? Pulse check. I hope you all are doing well. I know I am. So Friday Eve, here we are. Gosh, it's going fast, isn't it? So I have a couple shout outs I want to do today because it's such good news, and then we'll move into good news. But first, let's say hi to everybody in the chat across the 5 platforms. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are across the globe. Thank you so much for joining Sci-Fi Mombie today. We appreciate you. So the first shout out I have is today is my 5-year anniversary of having gastric sleeve surgery. And I'm going to screen share something with you. I am, where'd it go? Ever so grateful. Don't tell me okay, hold on. There it is. I did this last year, or the beginning of the year. No, it was last year. I'm actually a little bit smaller than that still. But I started out at actually 417 pounds. And I really kicked myself for being that size. But today I'm 223, somewhere in there. I'm smaller than I was in high school, which was, oh my God, the kids were like, Mom, do you realize you were in high school 31 years ago? Shut up. Yes. So, but I'm still not at my goal. And I can only reach that goal if I could find a damn plastic surgeon to take my insurance. None of them want to take it. I don't know why. It's going to be paid for. So I'm on that ever-loving quest to get somebody to do the surgery, take my insurance. So if any of you know anyone, please and thank you, refer them my way. Give them my email. I'm that I just want it. It's becoming a nightmare. Carrying that much skin and fat around still is so awful. I gotta tell you guys, if I don't want to discourage anybody from having weight loss surgery, because it was my last resort, and it was the best last resort I could have ever had. But there are some huge drawbacks, like the skin, the excess skin. But I'm a lot healthier. I don't have to take blood pressure meds anymore. I have more energy. I have more, you guys have seen me. I get up, go to work 5 a.m. and I'm running streams until last night was like, 11:30. I don't have to use my sleep apnea machine anymore. Just do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. I mean, that's when I first started losing weight. I was like, I'm going to do it for the kids. And then my occupational behavioral therapist, yes, I had to go through that because I had some really bad habits, like sitting in front of my kitchen and eating while watching TV. That's a really bad habit. Right now I have another bad habit of sitting in my kitchen instead of getting up on my breaks and going, sitting at my desk and going and riding my exercise bike, but baby steps. But you have to do it for yourself, because if you take care of yourself first, it trickles down to everybody else. So I've had to learn that the hard way. I always put everybody else first, and I was unfortunately slowly killing myself. So, all right. So 5-year anniversary. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Hey, John the Beagle Dad, how are you? How's Rue? Good morning. Good morning, Curtis Selby. You're working and lurking. Hey, I totally understand. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, it's they made me lose 100 pounds, my employer, on our wellness plan before I could have the surgery. And I had to advocate. Look, I've got new content out there about self-advocacy and your health insurance and your benefits and all that stuff. And I'm slowly walking through different topics. So please go watch the content. And like I said, you can email me at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. I can't do certain things, but I can surely talk to you about if you're curious, if you're confused about something. But they took our benefit away before I ever joined the company, because one of my former bosses actually had the bypass surgery. She looks great. She's kept it off. But I mean, my God, I fought and fought for like 5 years, and I finally got it back. So, it was really awesome. And I have the best surgeon, Dr. Egan, in St. Louis. I have the best. I still, look, this is not a magic pill. And you can easily stretch your stomach back out and get back into bad habits. And I've done it. I've had to go back through therapy and figure out, and my therapist, she's like, you may always have the fat girl mentality, no matter what size you get to. She says, some people just can't shake it. So I deal with that every day. Like, somebody tells me I'm beautiful. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. Somebody tells me, oh, great, you look so great. Okay, cool. But I'm being really sarcastic. I'm like, no, I don't. In my head, I'm going, nope. So, my therapist tells me I'm too humble, but that's how I was raised. So, hi, Boots. Did I shut your drawer? Here you go. Sorry, buddy. Come on. My bodyguard. Hey, Connie, how are you? Actually, Daniel, we're going to talk about that today. So I was just doing a couple housekeeping things and just celebrating an anniversary today. And then I've got another really cool thing to show you guys. How you doing today, Connie? Is your breathing getting better? I hope so. Oh, well, thank you, Connie. Thank you. I try to be nice and humble, and we'll talk about it here in a second. It's slowly getting better. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that's so rough when you just want to breathe. That's all you want to do. But I don't discourage anybody. If you feel that weight loss surgery is for you, go for it. But just keep in mind, it's not a magic pill. I still have appetite problems. I have to be on medication for binge eating, because being that, and I admit it, I was a fat woman. Food is my comfort, and I have to be very careful when I get depressed and stuff, because I can go on a binge eating spree. I have to remind myself, food is not that. Food is not your best friend. But food doesn't talk back. Food listens. But anyways, but yeah, I don't discourage anybody. I know Vic is thinking it over himself. So we'll see. I told him he's got to go through the steps, because they just don't let you have it. You have to show that you're going to lose the weight. You're going to try to keep it off. You have to, you pretty much have to, I still have to document my food, and I have to, it's Christmas time. All the goodies have been out since Halloween. This is the hardest time of the year for me, because I like sugar. So who doesn't? I know some people are like, no, I don't like sugar. But then again, I see them eating pie and cake. I'm like, dude, you're eating sugar. Really? Don't sit there and tell me that. You do. Everybody does. So, hi, Betty Hepburn. How are you? You doing okay? Hope you're having a good day. Also, keep Dad Man and Mrs. in your thoughts. They are sick as well. So seems like it's going around. I heard today on the news that, is it Mississippi or Louisiana? They have the first like confirmed really harsh case of somebody having bird flu, like the new strain of bird flu. So just be careful. I know a lot of people are up in arms about this, but I highly recommend you getting the flu shot this year. It does have the H1N1 in it. And especially like me, I have asthma. I'm immunocompromised. Get it. It's going to help you. If you don't want to, that's cool. That's your choice. But I went and got mine. So, and my COVID booster, because Autumn just got over COVID again. So, yeah, you have a head cold. You know that a lot of people have that right now. I think I'm dealing with an ear infection. I'm trying not to go get antibiotics yet. For one, I don't want to be on them, and two, they just mess everything up for me, and I have to go on because of all my drug allergies. I have to go on like one of the more harsher ones just to get rid of an ear infection. So, yeah, Connie, I have 2 out of 3 of those, and I feel so bad that you have COPD. It's a horrible disease. It really is. So, I feel for you, my friend. So get better soon. Yeah, I see when did I stop using my machine? Was it last year? My CPAP. I've been on CPAP since 2002. Like when they were big, huge geriatric machines. And they had the huge humidifiers attached. And like my new machine is like this big and the water chamber is this big. It barely runs anything, but it was really giving me gas issues. Hey, the lovely Sherry, long time no see. How are you, my friend? But I'm just thankful to God that I'm here today. And I don't have to have my blood pressure meds anymore. I don't have to have my CPAP anymore. And now my doctor, my pulmonologist, told me, he's like, if you start falling asleep in the middle of the day and you're having issues, I want you to go back on it. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want to. He's like, okay. So how are you doing, the lovely Sherry? I haven't seen you in forever. Hope you're good. I know I had a friend that was on the oxygen concentrator CPAP, what's called a BiPAP. And he had Legionnaire's disease is why he had to be on it. And it was the strangest way he contracted it. If y'all don't know what Legionnaire's is, it sometimes lays dormant in like air conditioning systems in like bigger buildings when they don't wash out the heating and cooling system good enough. It'll like if they use a water tank system for like cooling, it'll sit in there because it's not cold enough to kill the virus and the bacteria. It's kind of one of those weird ones. So you're doing laundry. Ew. I need to work on mine. So, but he unfortunately passed away. He was a really great friend of our family. But yeah, he was on a BiPAP, and so was my mother-in-law at the end. But so good news number 1. Good news number 2. We here at Sci-Fi Mombie hit 1,500 watch hours last night. We're halfway there to monetization. We're so excited. Thank you all. I have a cute little slide I'm going to show because I was feeling crafty today. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I can't do that yet. Dang it. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, there's that. And then. No, not that. There we go. Thank you so very much for watching our content. We appreciate you. And actually, we got a huge bump the other night from the Shuli Network, who they are like comedians who spend time with Howard Stern. And so they've been coming in and watching the shows, watching the content, and you guys have been also and we appreciate all of you. If it hadn't have been for Orville Nation and Maria with T and Telly, we would have never ever gotten 50 subscribers to stream. And then Netters Network and Troy Last Call with Troy Pacelli brought us on, and they boosted us to 130. And then I got into a partnership with Boosterfy with PJ of Orville Nation, and we've just been growing ever since. And so we thank you all so very much. You guys are amazing. We love all of you guys. But it's just, it's been unreal how fast we've grown, how fast we keep growing. And we're not going to stop. I hear, what is that song by Miley Cyrus? And we can't stop. Yeah. Yeah, Netter and PJ and all them, they are gems. They really are. And, you know, there was a doctor who has her own show that I believe I met Troy on, because she brought him on as a guest. And then Troy started showing up at Latchcombe for Orville Nation. And then I met the Dadmans and, you know, was a panelist on there for a little bit. And I might be a panelist on New Year's. But, you know, the more you network, the more friends you make. Like Admiral Teague. I love Admiral Teague's show. Stark of Iron. By the way, guys, go out and give Stark of Iron some love. He's had a really rough couple months. He could really use the support right now. Anti-derivative Jill. I met a lot of people through Clobby. That was interesting, and I really miss Clobby. I miss Bird of Prey. You know, I met a lot of people through Bird of Prey. Cardinalson, he was the first one I really ever met when I first started streaming. And he would, like, we were all recorded, you know. He would come out there and leave comments on our original content. And I actually started talking to him on StreamYards, and he would like, hey, come join me for a minute. You know, we're not going to go live or anything. And, you know, just giving me pointers and stuff. And then, you know, oh yes, I heard about that, Curtis. Yeah. Mr. Londell too. Go out and give him some love. Did he start a GoFundMe? I thought one of them was talking about a GoFundMe. I haven't been able to find it, but if I do, I'm going to, you know, promote it. And then I started meeting a whole bunch of you guys from Doomcock. So, but we're a community, and it's great to see everybody. Pop Culture Minefield is another one that I've met a lot of people through. FKHC 2005, I met him on Pop Culture Minefield. I actually got to meet Keith this year. I wanted to meet Gary, but he couldn't make it that day to Tremendicon. So we'll meet up, you know. That's the fun part. Yeah, Gorilla Censored Thoughts. Yeah. Oh, he does? Okay. I'll go check that out. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay, I'll go check that out. But send them love. They really need it. And a lot of people in North, you know, all along where the hurricanes hit, they especially need your love. The Red Cross is the best place to donate to help them all right now. So just spread the love, pay it forward. Just love one another. That's all I can say right now. I really have to turn the news off because I don't have any holiday spirit right now, and I feel bad. But then again, I was telling Autumn this morning, I was like, you know, if we put the Christmas tree up, Daisy May is going to be climbing it. I said, I have a feeling Tilly will follow her right up the Christmas tree. So yeah. Hey, Dark Helmet, what's up? Hey, we are not on Jerry Springer's show or Maury Povich show. So stop that. So pretty funny. How you doing, Dark Helmet? Hope everything's going well for you. All right. Well, let's get into some more. Oh, one more announcement. Do you guys know about a Planetary Union? They are an Orville fan series. Eric and oh god, I feel horrible. I don't remember her name. But they are totally awesome. They have new material out. It came out last night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's on my X. Go out there and watch their stuff. It's totally cool. I really enjoy their content. They kind of inspired me to start writing my own fan fiction. So, but all right. So go check that out. Get rid of some stuff here. Sorry, guys. Who's over on Instagram today? Nobody yet. That's fine. Throws. Have you? That was the best musical I have, besides Wicked, I have seen in a long time. I loved it. It was so great. I don't like the ending, but I won't give it away. Go watch it. It's on Apple TV Plus. But oh my, that was just the best. Those two together should do another one. That's all I'm saying. Another, not like a spirit, but like something different that they can do together. Is it just me, or should Will Ferrell just be doing totally holiday movies? He's just really good at it. He's just really good at it. All right, more good news. Here we go. I get most of my good news from the Today Show, Hoda's Daily Boost, or goodnewsnetwork.org. And today I'm on goodnewsnetwork.org. Our quote of the day from them comes from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of challenge. That's absolutely true. You see the true nature of anybody when they're under stress. So this guy was mowing his yard, doing yard work, and in New York, and he came across something rather bizarre in his yard. And he's in Orange County, New York, which is weird. I've never thought there was a mastodon jaw in his yard. This is what it looks like. And I was like, wow, that's totally cool. Found 2 teeth concealed by the fronts of the plants on his property. So they came out and excavated it, if I can talk today. And they also found a piece of the toe and rib fragment. So in a statement, the museum said the discovery would aid in the understanding of the region's Ice Age inhabitants, while also highlighting the abundance of prehistoric wonders yet to be discovered. With over 150 mastodon fossils found statewide to date, about 1/3 itself in Orange County, New York, the area remains New York's premier hotspot for these ancient relatives of modern elephants. So pretty cool. Good job. Well, at least he didn't keep running it over with his tractor or his lawnmower. New general statue unearthed at Terracotta Army hints at more discoveries to be found. So even in China, they're still finding more of the Terracotta Army statues. A new general has been found in one of the excavation pits, identified by his crossed hands, ribbon-like adornments, and headdress. Only 10 other general statues have been discovered amid the 8,000 life-size figurines. Over 50 years of excavation. Wow. That's totally insane. So, It's so fascinating how we keep unearthing culture and preserving it. So, oh, this one I love because, you know, I'm a huge cat mom. But scientists have been doing some research and they believe they finally discovered why some cats are orange and they tend to be male. Because we all know Morris, you know. So orange cats have won a reputation for being energetic rascals. That's true. Millicent Boustro, or my Lieutenant Millie, she has a brother. I found them together. Well, not technically like together. He was under Butters, my sister's named him, was under Gorilla Man's car, and Millie got ran up a tree by the neighbor's nasty dog. So, but he's a cutie pie, and he's ornery as all get out. But in Italy, it's said the red cat is always the leader. That's probably because red-orange cats are almost always male. And now we know why, thanks to 2 teams of scientists probing the genetic lineage of the orange coat in domestic felines. Working separately, reports Smithsonian Magazine, the 2 teams have independently arrived at the same conclusion, a mutation in the X chromosome. So, male animals have 1 copy of the X chromosome, while females have 2, explaining yet further why female cats with orange in their coats tend to have it mixed in with other colors, such as black in the case of a tortoiseshell or a calico. We had a calico, and I loved her. She was so pretty. Her dad was my sister named him Asshole Jimmy from Family Guy. And Miss Stash, who kind of looks like Matilda in Boots. She's a tuxedo, but she has a mustache. It's really cute. But Sparkle is no longer with us, and she was just beautiful. So Kelly McGowan, a Stanford University geneticist who participated in one of the studies, said that cats are a fascinating exception to the trend of orange coloration in other animals, such as dogs, sheep, horses, and rabbits. Our work provides an explanation for why orange cats are a genetic unicorn of sorts. So, the gene that identifies the red or orange is in a mutation of the protein MC1R. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Hey, with me as always is co-host Vic. Hi. And Gorilla Man.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. So they're finding out more and more all the time, you know, where the genetics lie and the X chromosome, and it's just fascinating stuff. So good news about our favorite orange Toms. All right. Well, that's all the good news I have today. Anybody? Oh, let's talk about Superman real quick. So Daniel up here, I haven't seen Zoolander, but Megamind and Elf were great. Yeah, you will love Zoolander 1 and 2. It's pretty funny. 2's not as great as 1, but you know, pretty funny. Yeah. I think Elf is always going to be his best movie. So let's see here. Daniel's Hot Topics wanted to talk about Superman, and that's what we're going to do right now. Where to go? Okay, well, anyways, he said something about it. What do you all think? I think James Gunn's going to take us in a better direction for the DCU. Crypto, I was so shocked to see Crypto. That's great. She wasn't supposed to fall asleep. I'm really shocked she did. Anyways. I know she is. Autumn's home. She's got to go to school. But don't look at me like that, Swan. I see you, Bootsy. I think let's give it a chance, Daniel. I mean, it's not Henry Cavill. It's not Christopher Reeve. You know, Christopher Reeve will always be my Superman. George Reeves to a point, because I've watched all, the Superman show from olden days. But what do y'all think? I like Rachel Brosnahan being Lois. I think she looked really good. I miss The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That was one of my favorite shows. Her and Alec Borstein are just comedy gold together. So I missed it. But Metropolis looked great. Daily Planet looked great. Hey, Dill Dog. She was also, yes, House of Cards. She was. Yep, she's a good actress. Weirdo, quit it. Boots is acting so weird right now. I just, change is difficult sometimes. I know. I would have rather they have kept Henry Cavill. I think they could have pushed forward with Henry Cavill. But you think it's bland? Yeah, I've heard several people today say that. Well, they use more colorful metaphors for it. Great Winnebagos. Yeah. They're writing a sequel to Spaceballs. Josh Gad is actually writing it with Mel Brooks. So we'll see.
Party people.
Yeah. See you later, Grilla Man. They should have kept Cavill. I totally agree. I was never a fan of Amy Adams being Lois because she doesn't fit the mold. So, yeah, that's true, John. That's true. Yes, Naked Gun, August 1st, 2025. Sorry, I watch Fuzzy Door stuff like really well. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're making a Spaceballs sequel, The Search for More Money. They're actually keeping the title. So Josh said that was like the stipulation he made. He's like, you have a soft spot for redheads? Oh, well, my sister, look, we have redheads in my family. I get it. But, if you've read the comics and you've watched the original Superman and the shows, Lois is a dark brunette. Yeah, I agree, Connie. They should have kept Cavill. Yeah. He's had strikeout and miss, since he's also left The Witcher. So, hey, Daisy. Just a side note, real quick. Lower Decks series finale is today. So go out there and watch that. I'm so bummed. I love Lower Decks. It's the Star Trek I've always wanted, and I got it. So, is he though? Is he? Is it? I mean, wasn't Christopher Reeve like? I don't know. By the end, Christopher Reeve was in his 40s. Yes. So didn't that make Superman in his 40s? I don't know. No. Okay. That's just how I feel. But, after a while, even Christopher Reeve had issues where, we all know what happened to him tragically. It wasn't fair. That's true. That's true. I agree with you there. See, I liked it all. I like Discovery. Now, there's certain parts of it I don't, but I like Strange New Worlds. I'm ready for the new season. He does. Yeah. He's the one that pushed to bring the Witcher out. And when they told him bye, he was like, what? What's the other one? He just recently knows the other one that just came out. And it was a flop at the box office. Nobody liked it. So you do. Yes. Just like Admiral Teague, but he won't. See, look, if we all like the same things, life would suck. It would. It would suck. So I was interested when Lower Decks was proved canon when they crossed over. Yes, I loved that when they brought Jack and what's her face on. It was so priceless because they were both loony and crazy, and yeah, it just fit in. So big time suck on what? On Strange New Worlds? What was that? I think there's a kid in my house. That's what I just heard. So, but you know, to each our own, and I would like to see Star Trek go in a new direction. Ah, there she is. Are you not going to school?
Yes.
Oh.
That doesn't mean you have to call me on your stream. Stop.
I didn't.
You did. Stop.
So. But a little, you know, we'll see. I'm ready for Orville season 4. That starts production next month. Boy, he's just cramming everything in. Yep. One of them. Actually, you just saw both of them. Vic was here just a few minutes ago. So, and furry kids, I'm sure you've seen they're around here somewhere. But now that Strange New Worlds is going to line up with TOS. Yeah, that's always going to be an issue, I think, Daniel. I think that's always going to be an issue. See, he's had scripts written for a long time. We know for sure that Sympathy for the Devil, the novella, is it's going to be a 2-part, maybe 3-part episode. The only problem is they wanted to film it in Ukraine, and they can't now. So we'll see what Fox wants them to do on that. Of course, you know, Seth's like, I'll do what I want. It's his way or the highway. I don't like the way I think they're trying to make it up to him by Family Guy going back to Adult Swim and Comedy Central. But I still think it's shitty what they did to Family Guy. I'm not liking it. I think it's so stupid to take it out of Animation Domination on Sunday nights. That's just my thoughts. So exactly. That's something that Roddenberry's got to answer. He puts it in the hands of Kurtzman too much. Well, Kurtzman's on the way out anyways. His last hurrah is Strange New Worlds, Section 31, and Lower Decks. So it will always, yeah. I know. I just think that I don't know how to say this and be diplomatic about it. I think Fox is trying to, you know, because I don't think they like that he has that huge contract with Universal, but they're the dumbasses who passed on Ted. They're the dumbasses who canceled American Dad. Really? Do you know the ratings for American Dad over on TBS are much better than they ever were on Fox because of the cult following. So, yeah, I just wish he'd like cut all ties with Fox and just move. I think it would be better in the long run, but you know, I don't make those decisions. I'm just a nobody. So, anywho. I'll make the decisions on my own show. The only thing that can possibly make it happen is a temporal Cold War. Mm-hmm. Well, and they have the Time Wars also. So, in other words, that decision is above my pay grade. Absolutely correct. That's why I'm not in Hollywood. I'd be telling people to shut up and move aside. I'd get blacklisted pretty quick. I think part of the problem is people lose track and they don't know the shows. Well, and I don't know if that's it though, because maybe it's just me. I sit and watch everything and I read the trades, but I mean, I saw so much advertising for American Dad and Futurama. I mean, Matt is, and his team are amazing at what they do. So there goes my internet again on my work computer. Gosh darn it. All right. I'm going to have to, oh, wait. I got to go milk the bull. Well, you know, Peter milked the goats. So, oh, well, thank you, Dill Dog. Yeah, I'm so excited that we're halfway there. And I'm really upset because we're like almost halfway there on TikTok and all that work was in vain. Somebody told me to move over to, what is it, Lemon 8. So I guess it's going to be the next, they're trying to skirt the government. And that's their new one. So we'll see what happens. Problem is Kurtzman. Well, do you know my opinion on Bad Robot? I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky. I like TikTok because I can put my content out there in snippets and people will, you know, like, and I'm finally growing an audience, which is great. The problem I have with Bad Robot is, one, I think he should have never gotten control. Did we really need a reboot into the Kelvin universe for Star Trek? I don't know. We should have had Voyager movies, Deep Space Nine movies. I just, there's so much potential there that they could have done instead of bringing in a man who has told everybody that he didn't like the way things happened in his childhood. So it's his own personal agenda to mess up Star Trek and Star Wars. He told us. He wasn't shy about it. So, and then Kurtzman's best work was Lost and Sleepy Hollow. There, I said it. Don't get me wrong. I love Picard. I'm one of those TNG nerds. Every day after school, when it was in syndication, I'd come home and watch them religiously. I binge watched like I do the Orville. But let me tell you, you know who they should have turned Star Trek over to? Anyone? Bueller? They should have turned it over to Seth. Mm-hmm. He would have done a much better job. But he said, "You're going to cut me out of Star Trek? I'll go make my own." That's what he said. So, Sleepy Hollow had some good things. They were not. You're right. That's why the show got canceled. Yeah, you're right. So, oh, there's another one that needs some help. Comic Relief Crusader. Go show him some love. He needs some help. I think he's been out of work for a while. So, I know. He was so great on Enterprise. What, he had like 2 or 3 episodes he was in, and then they were just like, meh. Just dumb. But anyways, yeah, I just, are they going to listen to the fans anymore? I guess I'm from a different school. I value what you guys say. And yeah. So I totally agree. I'd love to see him go in and take it over now. I really would, but it's not going to happen. I think Toy Productions is the future of Star Trek right now. Have you guys seen all their shorts? The one with Shatner? Oh my God. That's so good. I highly recommend you go watch it on YouTube. They've got several other short films. It is the best Star Trek I have seen in a while. Oh man, that was just, I was crying when I saw Robin Curtis. Oh, I love Saavik. I love her. So, but yeah, I think that's the future of where Star Trek's going. You know what pisses me off? Yeah, Terry gets into fights with a lot of fans sometimes. I don't agree with him on that. I mean, you can disagree, but don't treat your fans like garbage. I know he's blocked a lot of people over constructive criticism. And I thought that was just absolutely stupid. I mean, if you're okay, look, let's be honest. If you're harassing someone because they don't like your view, don't do that. You know, that can get you in a lot of trouble. But you know, like we're talking here, you know, you can say, hey, I don't like this plot line. I don't like that storyline, you know, but don't, like, some of these people were like, well, that's just totally effing stupid and you're stupid, and don't make it personal. Don't make it personal. Some people believe that it's a personal attack on them because that's all the entertainment they have, you know. Terry's a human being, okay? He has beliefs. Oh my God, my hair's driving me nuts today. Was he now? Well, of course he's not going to do that because he sees Stewart and, you know, all those guys having something to do. You know who the best director is right now for sci-fi? Jonathan Frakes. He is a directing genius. The way he's brought out not only Orville, Star Trek, Resident Alien. I mean, come on. He's fantastic. And some did not want him to be a director. And that's wrong. So, Terry Mattel, no, and he shouldn't have. Why should we kill off the TNG crew? Why? You know, a lot of people said that about the original TOS crew. Why? Why would you? We've lost our legends already. Why would we want to lose them a second time? So, I mean, yes. When Leonard Nimoy passed away and they mentioned it in Star Trek Beyond, I was devastated. But, you know, it's life, and our favorite characters aren't going to live forever. But why do we have to do it the way that Paramount wants, you know? So that's my grind my gears moment for the day. It's like Superman, you know, it's like DC. Warner Brothers needs a whole revamp like Paramount does. They need it bad. And with the economy and with the way things are going, yeah, I agree with you, John. I don't like that. You know, it's like on The Mandalorian when they brought Mark back in and they CGI'd him younger. So, I mean, he was promised by Lucas that he was going to have a show and he was going to be the new Jedi Master. You know what I mean? why didn't they go forward with that? Anywho, yeah, I agree with you. So yeah, absolutely. But then again, it can be good though, because Carrie was supposed to show in Rogue One, and to make it fit into Star Wars, they had to de-age her. So, see, okay, so okay, John, you're bringing up something that I am so livid with Abrams about. Okay, Ben is Luke's son. He is not Leia and Han's son. Leia and Han's son is Jason and Anakin. They totally cut out all the books. They made them non-canon. That is some of the best Star Wars writing. Oh, hell, even some of the Star Trek books. Those are some of the best books ever written. See ya. Because Rogue One, that is not the story of how the Death Star plans were stolen. There's another book and games that talk about that, but they totally cut it out for Jen Erso. And when I when I bring this up, it makes a lot of people angry. And you know, a lot of people are like, just stop talking about it because it just makes us all angry. I'm like, well, you know, yes, those are some of the best books. I wanted a whole thing about Wedge and his squadron. He would have been up for that. The actor that played Wedge. Yes, all the comics are great. Even the Knights of Ren. Those comics are fascinating. You should read them if you haven't. Now they're done with that. Oh yeah, they're filming Academy, but they're done with Section 31. That's coming out January 24th on Paramount Plus. Mm-hmm. Who did they was it Holly Hunter that's going to be like an instructor or something in the Academy? That looks really good. Hey, you know how I feel. You can talk here. I value everybody's opinion. You know, everybody's welcome here. Just no personal attacks. Attack the people who wrote it. I guess that's a personal attack. But, you know, it's just sad to me when we're all fans. Even J.J. Abrams, right? But why does he get to dictate his own selfish desires where the rest of us are going, no, don't touch it, don't mess with it? It's like they want to okay, this is my pet peeve right now. They want to redo Back to the Future. God, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Exactly, Daniel. Exactly. No, that was in that wasn't the Death Star plans. That was the second Death Star plans. I'm talking about the first time the data got stolen for Star Wars. What's his name? Kyle. Oh, if Tony Man was over here, he'd be like telling me like verbatim who it is and everything about it, because he is so. Yeah, that's the second set of plans that they stole. Yeah. Hey, Danky, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Cheers. Cheers to you too. Yeah. But I just, it's wrong. Like there should have been a whole Jedi Academy series with the Solo kids and Ben Skywalker. Like look, For her to take the Skywalker name is pointless. For Rey to take Skywalker name. Daniel, that's what they should do. Not a total reboot. And Timothy Chalamet could, or Tom Holland could play Marty's son verbatim. Who else could play the daughter? There was an act, Millie Bobby Brown could probably do it. Yeah, Kyle, that's right. There's the guy who stole the Death Star plans. Not Jen Erso or Andor. So it's just frustrating to fandom. You know what I mean? Yeah, you all know what I mean. So, well, guys, I got to go back to work. Now that I think my internet is going to hold. But yes, send love to Connie and Mr. Londell and Stark of Iron and Comic Relief Crusader. I think Comic Relief has a show this afternoon. They all need your love. But I need to start Mombie's Daily Boost. So here we go. It's Thursday. Oops. There we go. It's Thursday, December 19th. StreamYard has been acting weird lately. So thank you. We've reached the halfway point to monetization. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate you all. And please keep watching our content because we love you. It's 6 days to Christmas. Can you believe it? It's 13 days to New Year's. It's 57 days to Valentine's Day. And it's 122 days to Easter. I get all of my holiday countdown information from calendar.com. Oh, Connie, you're so welcome. Rest up and get better, my friend. I don't like it when my friends are ill. It's not right. You know what Disney should do? Well, you know, Daniel, that's been floated to them. But Kathleen Kennedy is being a PETA. Missouri Comic-Con is February 15th and 16th at the Springfield Expo Center in beautiful downtown Springfield, Missouri. So far, we've got Elizabeth Berkley, Rose McGowan, John Schneider. I had the whole list memorized and now I've forgotten it. But there's a lot of people coming this year. So purchase your passes at MissouriComicCon.com. Sci-Fi Mombie will be there. I believe we're going to be there on Sunday. So watch for us. If you see a weird looking middle-aged woman walking around with buns and our logo on, would you just say hi? I like talking to everybody. I actually had somebody last year, several people recognize us. So it was pretty great. And if you want to volunteer with Missouri Comic-Con, go to www.vxvevents.com. They do, what I was reading on the site, they do want you to do both days. So reach out and do that. Oh, you're so welcome. Planet Comic-Con will be at the Kansas City Convention Center on March 21st through the 23rd. The big breaking news right now is Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard are coming back for a second year in a row. So I know my kids are excited. Vic above anybody because he's a huge Scream fan. Autumn because of Five Nights at Freddy's and Scooby-Doo. So purchase your admission and memberships at planetcomiccon.com. We will be there. I don't know which day, though. We're still ironing that one out. The Goulet Center for Arts and Entertainment, located on the Park Central Square in beautiful downtown Springfield, Missouri, is hosting Jim Henson's Labyrinth in concert on Thursday, April 17, 2025. There are still tickets available. A live band will play the amazing music while David Bowie sings to us. Priceless. Rest in peace, David Bowie. Hey, I'm not starting over, dude. How are you, my friend? Otherwise known as Tim. So purchase your passes at glorioustheater.com or call the box office at 417-863-9491. All right. Sci-Fi Mommy's very special holiday streams will be tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We're doing Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Krampus. Yeah. Let me tell you something. If my ex-husband could never order me to do anything, why do you think you're so special? Sorry, I got to go back to work. My day's almost over. So, and then tomorrow night, I've moved the classic block of our favorite movies to tomorrow night, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're doing It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, and White Christmas. So come join us for that. And here's the remainder of the lineup for the rest till Christmas. The 21st, we're doing Muppets Christmas Carol, Bad Moms Christmas, and Star Wars Christmas Special. The 22nd, we're doing both the 1951 and the George C. Scott Christmas Carol and Four Christmases. I may cut out Four Christmases. And then on the 24th, I might throw in something on the 23rd, but that's Futurama Monday. I think I'm going to show you guys the Simpsons Christmas Special that's only on Hulu. So come back for that on the 23rd. And then on the 24th, because I'm ornery like that and TBS does it anyways, 24 hours of A Christmas Story. We're going to watch A Christmas Story and A Christmas Story Christmas. And then beginning Christmas at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, it's the 3rd annual Taboo Topics with me, Sci-Fi Mombie. We start out with religion on Christmas, and then on New Year's, we dive headfirst into politics. And that's it for the rest of the year. We ain't talking politics next year. I don't care. So tonight is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Krampus. So come join us for that. Then we're going to talk about mental health, adulting, money, drugs, age, swear words, because we're going to pull up George Carlin, my favorite, gay rights, abortion, weight loss, fertility, bodily functions, because fart jokes are funny, gossip, self-deletion, and social media. And like I said, it all starts Christmas Day, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Do all 7. Come on, get me banned off YouTube. Okay, I'll check my messages. The Dadmans are doing 12 movies of Christmas tonight. They are a little bit under the weather, so they've been, pushing really hard to do that with everybody. But they are reviewing Claws tonight, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on their YouTube and Twitch channels. Mrs. normally has a show Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, called Morning Musings. It's your daily dose of birthdays, celebrations, memes, motivation, puzzles, recipes from around the world, and your daily dose of positivity. But she was not feeling well this morning, so hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. All right, programming note for Sci-Fi Mommy. We will be taking a break from Sci-Fi Mombie Studios watch parties for a couple weeks. We've got to do some revamping of some shows. We're getting ready for our new shows. I've already showed you a new show. Mombie's trying to help. So please watch the content on that. There is a new Sci-Fi Mombie security video out there called Sisterly Love. So we're moving forward. Thank you once again for the watch hours. Please help us get to our goal. We appreciate you. Connie is our first member on Patreon. So Patreon memberships are still open. They're $3. I'm going to try to keep them low, guys. I mean, I could go out there and I'm going to say it and it's really nasty, but I could bastardize monetization, but I'm not going to do it. I just can't do it. It's not right. I want everybody to be a part of it. I want it to be affordable. And that's my one pet peeve with some channels, but I'm not going to name out anybody, but then again, I'm in it to just cover my cost to put on, start my business and do what we love to do here, which is, go to conventions, meet you all. That's why we have our own merch shop. That's why we have our own website. So, but we'll be taking a break until January 6th on the studio. Now, I'm going to try to do Galactic Cafe as much as possible. I may cancel a few of those. I don't want to get burnt out. And if you have, Tim, you're hilarious. If you have any questions, concerns, constructive criticism, you got an idea for a show you want to be on the panel, when we start doing some other things. Email us at questions@sci-fi-mombie.com. I do check my email every day. So, and I talk to y'all. But yeah. Great discussion today, guys. We all feel the same way. It's great. Go away, Abrams. Go away, secret hideout. It's time for new leadership. Sorry. So it doesn't, does it? Yeah, but guess who owns Nabisco now? So, all right, guys, have a wonderful day. FKHE 2005. Thank you for being here. Connie Cleary, John the Beagle Dad, Danky the Clown, Daniel's Hot Topics. Who else was here? Scrolling. Curtis Selby, Buddy Hepburn, the lovely Sherry, Dill Dog. Anybody lurking, y'all can lurk. I have no problem with that. I saw somebody else, I thought. Scrolling through everything. Over on Instagram, everybody over there, all across 5 platforms. Thank you so much for being here today. See you later tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. Later, party people. Show that started it all. We'll go to pre-recorded, and we'll have a live chat feature Sunday nights beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This gives us more time to have our guest on and have a little bit more discussion, a little bit more script. So come join us for the weekly show. I host a show Monday to Friday, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, called the Galactic Cafe. Bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Bring a beverage of your choice, preferably in an Orville mug. And let's talk mostly about sci-fi. I host a show 3 times a week called Sci-Fi Mombie Studios. It's watch parties, and on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we do Futurama Mondays. And beginning October 28th, we're actually going to be watching the new season of American Dad. So come join us. On Saturday nights in the studio, we watch The Muppet Show, and we're currently in season 3. So that will start at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And also Saturday nights, we watch the 50th anniversary season of Saturday Night Live. That begins at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And in February, we will be watching the anniversary special watch party. Co-host Vic, aka Victoria Matrix, has his own show either on Friday or Saturday nights, beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, called In Drag. It mostly deals with LGBTQIA plus issues and other things that Vic's not allowed to talk about on the Sci-Fi Mombie show. And as Vic says, be kind, be respectful, and be so in drag. Sci-Fi Mombie has new shows joining the studios all the time. This is the newest one. Sci-Fi Mombie Didn't Burn It. It's my cooking show. I show easy recipes, mocktails, anything, everything. But check our social media and other posts for show info and times. Warning, Sci-Fi Mombie Studios and all of our shows, we do not reach out through DMs or Facebook Messenger soliciting money from any of you. So please do not engage these scammers or give them any money. We have 4 legitimate ways you can donate to Sci-Fi Mombie. We have a Ko-Fi account, ko-fi.com/sci-fi mombie, so buy us a cup of coffee. We have a PayPal, scan that QR code right there, or search by mombieape@gmail.com. We also have Throne, throne.com/sci-fi mombie. Throne is nice. We ask for things and then you crowdsource or you buy them for us. And then Throne does all the shipping, so we never receive your information. It's totally private. Then we have Patreon memberships, and they're $3 a month. You get content you won't see anywhere else. It's the dry run for when our YouTube goes monetized. That's patreon.com/user lowercase u =849723553. Sci-Fi Mombie has its own merch shop at sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. We have all of our logos for Sci-Fi Mombie Studios uploaded, and you can slap that on pretty much anything that we've chosen. We do have extended sizes in most of our merchandise. So once again, sci-fi-mom-b.myspreadshop.com. We also have our own website at sci-fi-mombie.com. Sign up for our newsletter. Send us an email. Check out the Sci-Fi Mombie security team and their cute little gotcha day information. Check out our former videos. We will also be uploading information about conventions we will be at and the gallery when we take pictures with you guys and talk with you. So check it out. And last but certainly not least, Sci-Fi Mombie is all over social media. We do have a new email, questions@sci-fi-mombie.com, but we stream daily to the Meta platform, which is Facebook and Instagram. We also have X, YouTube, and Twitch. We also have Threads, Discord, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, Blue Sky. Blue Sky is sci-fi-mombie.bsky.social. Patreon, Mastodon, IMDb, IMDb Pro, and Counter Social. Later, party people. Another day starts slowly. I haven't had my caffeine. The mornings can be boring. I'm the sci-fi Mombie. Yes, it's me, the Mombie, and my family. In your ears, in your head, we are talking on our phones, with our mics, with my crew by my side. In your ears, in your head, we're still talking. I'm in your head.